Hannah. Girl, you are disgusting, okay? The way you showed your complete behind this episode has pissed me completely off. Let me tell you something. Yo ish stink. The names that I want to call you, I don't think they are YouTube friendly. So girl, I'm going to call you this one time and one time only. You are a complete, utter bitch. Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. You guys, please excuse my language, but she really pissed me off this episode. I don't know who told her that she's God's gift to this planet and that she's out here creating men, apparently. Ooh. We're gonna get into it. But before we do, I need you guys to do me a favor. If this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video through. And if you like what you see, you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Y'all, we are on the road to 10K, so I need you guys to help me out. Like, press the button, okay? If you are one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm doing okay. Besides the fact that I want to curse Hannah out, and I can't because we're on YouTube, I'm doing okay. Love is Blind, season 7, episode 11. Let's get into it. So Hannah and Nick come from the Great Gatsby party or whatever, and she feels the type of way because apparently Nick and Katie was talking for 40 minutes. I said that was a 40-minute conversation. Yes, 40 minutes. And she feels the type of way because she knows that Nick needed closure, okay, with Katie. Now, Nick wants to say he didn't need closure. Nick, why are you lying? We know you needed closure. You said you needed closure. Stop it, okay? But Nick's feeling himself. He done had a few drinks, okay? He got his testosterone going. He's feeling himself. He was bold tonight, and I love that for him because he did not let that daggone girl walk all over him this scene. So she was like, Nick, what was you talking about? Nick, what was you talking about? You were talking to my very best friend, the whole wide world. And I'm like, when the hell did Hannah and Katie become very best friends in the whole wide world? Did I miss something? Now, I know I skipped reviewing 2, 3, 4, but I did watch him, and I don't remember them becoming best friends enough for you to be sitting up here talking about something. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Nick said, if you want to know what he's talking about, go ask your best friend Katie then. She's like, but you're my fiance. Hannah, your problem is with Katie. Okay, not Nick. Your problem is with Katie because Katie came to you a couple of times that night and told you how fine she thinks Nick is. So you want to sit there in your feelings while they over there have a conversation because you think your best friend is trying to take your man. Hannah, you disgust me. You disgust me so bad. So in this conversation, Nick is like, do you even think you're mature enough to have this conversation? And baby, that pissed her off because she's like, do you think you're mature enough to have this conversation? I turned you from a boy to a man. Girl, what? How? According to you, he's still the irresponsible, immature man that he's been all this time. So how did you do that? Please explain. I'm waiting to see the results of your labor. Child, ooh, the delusion. She's delusional. It's Hannah. Hannah, you're delusional. And because Nick is eating her behind up, okay, he's going toe for toe with her for once, thank God. She decides that she don't want to have this conversation no more. It's late. Girl, it was late when y'all walked through the door and you was antagonizing that man. What y'all was talking about? It's not late. No, baby, it's not late. Finish having this conversation. But you know what? She can't take it when he starts getting at her. So now she want to shut it down. I love you. He's like, I love you. Y'all don't love each other. Please stop this ish. I cannot take it. I cannot stand it. Every time these two decide to go back and forth with each other or she starts dragging him for filth, she then wants to turn around and be like, but I love you though. No, you don't. No, you don't. Please stop. Please stop. So now they're going to bed. Child, I'm over it. Taylor and Garrett somehow made up. They on a trip to go see her family. There's a whole bunch of them at the table. She said she was crying all night because she don't trust that man. But for some reason, she still is going to marry him. So here we are. Ashley and Tyler go-kart riding, right? And Tyler is like, I apologize again. I'm sorry again. So Ashley's like, the shock just wore off. And I want you in my life no matter what. And he's just happy. He's happy that he got away with his scheme, okay? And she was like, but it better not be no more cats crawling out the bag because then it's going to be a real problem. Girl, if you only knew the cats that's about to come out the bag, because word on the street is that he was texting another girl. Okay, can I come over there and chill with you while y'all was in that apartment together? Oh, the cats are crawling, baby. They're crawling. Did he talk about the 30K he owed in child support? Did he talk about the custody battle? Like, sis, the cats are going to be crawling out. You're going to get scratched all the way up. All the way up. But hey, what can we do? We can't do anything about it right now because you want to know what? She seems like she's on TikTok fine with all the cats coming out the bag. So it just is what it is. Marissa and Rams are filling out their marriage license, blah, 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 blah. He act like he didn't remember her date of birth, but he did, blah, 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 blah. That man did not want to click that submit button, and I know that for a fact, but he did it. So Nick and Hannah are out, okay, because he's about to meet her friends. And, you know, they're joking about how she turned him from a boy into a man, okay? And she gets on the topic about how he's flirty. He's too flirty. He needs to change. So at this point, Nick feels like he just needs to change everything about himself. And Hannah and her friends are like, not everything, just the way you do, just certain things about yourself. Like, stop being flirty. Like, be more responsible. You don't have to change your personality, but you need to grow up. You need to be a man. I can understand that. Nick is not mature enough and he's not ready to be someone's husband. Maybe he needs to be somebody's boyfriend for a couple of years. Maybe he needs to date around. You know, he needs to really get his feet wet. He's not ready to be anyone's husband. And I don't feel like he needs to change his personality because Nick is a very nice, sweet guy, okay? But he does put on as if he's someone that he is not. So I definitely understand that he needs to mature a little bit and get a little bit more responsibility, and then he'll be able to be someone's husband in the future. As of right now, 28-year-old Nick does not need to be anyone's husband. But Hannah takes this opportunity to continue embarrassing him and talking about how he gives her the icks and how she's going to start calling him Icky Nicky. Hannah, this is why you are getting dragged every second of the day, because you are a trash person. Why? Why did you even have to say that? What was the purpose? You're sitting on putting on for your friends, talking about something. Oh, I'm just blunt. I just say what I really want to say. Yeah, and you're nasty with it. There's a way to talk to people, and the way you talk to him is trash. The way that the friends and Hannah was ganging up on him as if Hannah doesn't have her flaws too was ridiculous. I did not like this scene because she got some type of satisfaction out of it. When her friends was asking him questions, she's sitting there with a smirk on her face like, yeah, grill him, because that's what she wanted her parents to do and they didn't do it. So she called in backup from her friends because she was dragging this man to her friends the whole time and was like, when y'all get in there, I need y'all to, lay it on him heavy. And that's exactly what he did. And I wasn't feeling the energy and I wasn't feeling the vibe, because although they made some good points, the way they did it, nah, I didn't like it at all. Garrett finally meets Taylor's mom, and mom is, very emotional. And they talk about the father and how the father doesn't want to be on the cameras and things like that. And she just told him, like, we support you. I had to even tell your father, like, we support you. You're our children, but you're adults now. We have to let you live your life. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. I'm glad that she has supportive parents who are very understanding, because I know in some cultures, the parents don't be going for this type of stuff. And nonetheless, Taylor's mother welcomes Garrett into the family. Y'all, every time somebody get welcomed into the family, I be like, Lord, please stop, okay? They not gonna get married. Now, Taylor and Garrett might get married, but if they do, it won't last long, okay? I give it about a year, maybe two. So Hannah is talking to her mother about how this is supposed to be a very big day. It's supposed to be exciting. It's supposed to be going dress shopping, but she's not really sure about it, okay? She realized that her and Nick are not compatible, okay? They don't have the same sense of humor. They're not on the same level as finances. He don't eat the box. She didn't say that, but she might as well have while she was naming off all the ways they are not compatible. But you love him though, right? You love him. How do you love someone who you have nothing in common with? How do you love someone who you are not compatible with at all? How? Her mom's like, love is enough. Mom, no, love is not enough. Please stop. Everybody go home. Everybody go home, because this is ridiculous. Hannah feels like, she has to teach Nick everything. And she deserves better. It's not fair to her. It's not fair to you, Hannah. You picked this man. You picked him because you thought that he was some rich man who was buff and super duper fine, and you were going to be fine raising him as long as he looked like what you wanted him to look like. And when you realize he didn't live in a mansion with the pool table and the chandeliers, when you realize that he wasn't buff like that, when you realize that he wasn't going to go down on you, you said, oh no, I can't do it, okay? Because trust and believe, as immature as Nick is, okay, you would have taken him with all those flaws if he was what you thought he was, okay? You would have had no problem cooking all the food. You would have had no problem cleaning up the house, and you would have had no problem folding the clothes. So miss me with all of that. Girl, you'll be taking out the trash bag as we speak. So all the women are going dress shopping, right? And they're like, Hannah's not here, Hannah's not here. I'm like, thank God. Please break up. Please break up because I don't have time. I don't have time. So, you know, Marissa's like, well, I talked to Hannah and apparently it didn't go well when he met the friends, okay? So Vanessa comes in. They're like, Vanessa, Hannah's not here. Vanessa was like, oh, Hannah and Nick, cool. Okay, so let's focus on what we're doing today, and that's dress shopping. Now, y'all, I'm not getting into all of the, dresses and whatnot, but I am going to talk about what some of the mother says because it stood out to me a little bit. Taylor's mom said that Garrett isn't her type, and Taylor would agree. But apparently love is blind. 2 years max. 2 years max. Marissa moms let everyone know that she told Rams that she would cut his balls off. Why? Because she felt like she needed to. Mom's unhinged. Send her home too. She can go home too. Ashley mom has been caught up in the scandal too. Okay, she's getting schemed as well. Talking about, I feel like I know Tyler forever. Girl, miss me with this. He done got all y'all screwed up. Baby, it's going to be the... Woo child, when Ashley does her surviving Tyler, I want front row seats, okay? And I want the mom interview too because she felt like she knew him forever as well. And then it pissed me off because Tyler is over there, getting all emotional while he's getting fitted for his tux about how she's the one. And his friends start busting out laughing when he walked away to fake cry, okay? And I said, yeah, they laughing because they in on it. They know this man ain't no good. They know he full of ish. They know he abandoned his kids to come up here. They know all of that. That's why they laughing. Like, is he serious? Yes, he's acting like he's serious. He's all emotional with no tears. Ooh, Tyler. Like, sir, it's not even believable anymore. Even if we didn't know the things that we know, it's not even believable anymore. I'm so tired of you fake crying with no tears. Sir, please stop. You're not a good actor. You will never be in a Tyler Perry movie because that's the closest you're going to get to being some type of movie star. Cut it out. All the dresses that ladies picked were really nice. I really enjoyed Taylor's dress. It fit her beautifully. It was a beautiful, nice, simple dress. I just want to talk about it because it was cute. Okay, it was cute. So it cuts to Hannah and Nick, and I said, thank God. Break up. Break up, break up, break up. But what I did not expect was for Hannah to sit there and drag that man the way she did. When I tell you my blood was boiling, it was boiling. Hannah said to Nick, in the past, you told me that you wanted me to push you. And he said, yeah. She said, do you feel like I've been pushing you? And he said, yeah. She said, do you feel like it's been too much? And he said, sometimes it can be a bit much. And it's not even the fact that it can be a bit much, Hannah. It's the way you talk to him. It's the way you address him. That's a bit much. So then she brings up the note from when they was in Mexico about how she still has these concerns, how he's not mature, how he's not respectful, how he has no social awareness, how, it's ego versus self-confidence. And I'm sitting here like, from what I've learned, Hannah, you are all these things. You are all these things. You're not self-aware of the fact that you talk down to this man every chance that you effing get. You're not respectful at all. Thank God he is. Because maybe he should have cursed you out a long time ago. Because I want to. But it's not going to be YouTube friendly. Ooh. She says she feels like she has to stroke his ego to make him happy. No, sis. No, sis. You're not going to do this. Because it feels like he has to stroke your ego for you to be happy. She's like, what are your responsibilities? What are your responsibilities? Quick, 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 quick. Run them down, run them down, run them down. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. See, you don't have to take this, Nick. Get up and walk away. Get up and walk away because you're not about to do this. You're not about to do this. And the fact that he's like, oh, my phone bill, my car insurance. I'm like, you don't have to do this. She's sitting taking notes of the conversation. Taking notes of the conversation. And I'm like, what is this? Apparently, she needs to remember all the things that she wants to say. Hannah, go away from me with this foolishness. So in this note, she says that she has specific incidents because she knows that he doesn't have any. Because she can actually remember things and she knows he can't. Sis, what the fuck? What the actual... He was like, you don't have to insult me. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is shade. And I'm like, this is not even shade. She's demeaning. She's intentionally trying to embarrass this man. Girl, apparently you can't remember either if you had to write it down in your little handy dandy notebook. If I was Nick, I would have slapped that notebook right out her hand. Child. Because who do you think you are? You is not God's gift to men. And then her saying she loved him and she really wanted to make this work pissed me off. Because no, you didn't. You made up your mind a long time ago that you didn't want to be bothered with that man. You made up your mind in Mexico when you made that note about him that you didn't want to be bothered with that man. So stop it. I'm so sick of this. I love you. Every time she does the most demeaning, embarrassing, disrespectful stuff, she turns around with this, I love you. Stop it. Talking about something, I really wanted to make this work. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. So apparently Nick wasn't blindsided, okay? That's why he didn't show up to get tux fitted either, okay? So they had a conversation and Nick was like, well, what do we tell people, okay? Because he doesn't want to feel embarrassed. And Hannah felt as though, you know, instead of him worrying about how he would look to others, he should have been worried about, you know, why this marriage wasn't working. He doesn't want to marry you either, girl. You just got the opportunity to say it first. Because if I was Nick, I would have dragged your ass to the aisle too and said, no, I do not. I refuse to marry this at the altar. For her to sit there and say that she felt like she was manipulated by him is pure BS, okay? You catfished him, he catfished you, period. Nick said that he was willing to try until the very last second. Yeah, so you could get to the altar and tell her no, right? Because that's what was going to happen. And baby, I would have loved to see it. But I'm glad y'all can stop faking it now and we don't have to sit through this no more. Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all of it. So Rams and Marissa are in the pool talking about their wedding. Rams and Marissa have been talking about their wedding since like episode 1. Child. Do y'all talk about anything else? Apparently not, because obviously y'all don't agree on nothing else, okay? So I guess the only thing y'all can talk about is this daggone wedding. Marissa talks about how she's willing to stay in a marriage for 5 to 7 years, even if she's not happy. Girl, where they do that at? Where do they do that at? Now, I understand because I'm a married woman, okay? There are times where you're not happy. There are times where, you know, you're not feeling like you're so in love, okay? Because I've been with my husband for going on 13 years now. I get it, okay? But ain't nobody about to be unhappy for 5 to 7 years. You got me all the way effed up. Girl. Now she wants to, you know, talk about how he's not really helping with the wedding. And he's like, he really want to focus on them, okay? Basically, why we not having sex like we should be having sex? Because I can't marry someone who's not going to be fucking me all the time. That's basically what's happening, okay? She tells him she doesn't want to do all the mental work. She doesn't want to have to handle everything. Rams don't give a F about none of that. You could tell that Rams is sitting there. He looks like he doesn't care. He's checking out, okay? Because you're not giving him enough cat, he can't seem to focus on anything else. And it's very clear that this man does not want to marry you, okay? It's very clear. Because even at the end of this episode, which I don't even know what the conversation was about, okay? She talks of, it seems as if, you know, he went out and he was talking to his friends and he came back in his head like he's not sure about this whole situation. Rams is not marrying Marissa. Okay, and the simple fact that he knows that she's willing to be unhappy for 5 to 7 years in a marriage, he knows that he will never be able to get rid of her once he marries her. Okay, so divorce for them would not be an option, and he is not about to stick around for 5 to 7 years with Marissa. That's basically what that conversation was about. They're not getting married. I'll be surprised if they even walk down the aisle. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't even think they're gonna walk down the aisle. I think he's literally cutting it off because it seems like he's basically telling her it's over and she's not taking no for an answer, just like she wouldn't if they were married for 5 to 7 years. Taylor Ashley goes skydiving. Child, that man know he didn't want to go skydiving, but how far is he willing to go? Enough to jump out of a plane. Enough to jump out of a plane, okay? They sit down, they're talking, and you know, she's talking about how, you know, she wants to have his kids, okay? and all he has to do is like, donate the sperm. A pun on donate, okay? And he's like, it's not gonna all be on you. I'm like, sir, you already got kids that you don't take care of now. You already got kids that you in a custody battle with now. Child, go ahead and make her a single mother. Ashley, stop. Ashley, be careful what you ask for, sis. Be careful what you ask for. Ashley and Garrett go on this nice little date. The room is moving. It's beautiful. It's nice. They're in love, okay? They're sitting down talking. She doesn't trust him. It's clear she doesn't trust him. You want to get married? You sure you want to marry me? You sure you want to marry me? It's the whole conversation. The man wants to marry you, girl. But you know that the red flags are flagging and you're choosing to overlook them, and that's fine. 2 years max. I told you. 2 years max they have if they get married. And that was the episode. Child, we almost at the weddings. We almost at the weddings, and it seemed like we only gonna get 2. And we don't even know what those answers gonna be. But I'll tell you, I don't think Marissa and Rams is gonna make it down the aisle. I don't see it happening because, baby, the way he was sitting there looking like he don't want to be bothered with her. He's basically trying to find a way to tell her he doesn't want to marry her, but he don't have the guts to do it. But I'll see y'all next week with another review. So make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button because we on the road to 10K. Go tell all your friends. Okay, share. Like the video. Leave your comments down below. And if you have nothing to comment, go ahead and drop me some yellow hearts. With all that being said, I'm up out of here. Peace.